Bungie has absolutely juiced every sidearm in the game, and when I mean juiced, I mean you'll see them in every lobby now. Everyone's using them. They're good on MNK now. They're good on controller. They've always been good on controller, but they're even better. Probably the best thing you can use on controller right now. But I wanted to look at all the kinetic sidearms and rank them, because if I ranked every sidearm in the game, all people would say is just use Drang. It's the best in the game, which is true. So to avoid that, I decided why not just rank every single kinetic sidearm in the game, because there's a lot of variety here, honestly, between all the archetypes and things like that. So remember, all of this is completely my opinion. This is how I see the game. This is from what I've used. Feel free to, say how you feel about sidearms, but yeah, this is all my opinion. Yeah, so starting with exotics, Traveler's Chosen is easily S tier, one of the best in the game. It's 300 RPM, which is the best archetype compared to the 260s, the 360s, the 2-burst sidearms, and the 3-burst sidearms. It has insane build synergy with any ability-based build, and even if you're not going with an ability-based build, you're just juicing up the aim assist with every kill. Its stats are insane to start off to, and with the gun getting surplus, it's only going to get better. And the gun looks amazing with this ornament. I took it into Rumble, and well, it held up really well. The background gameplay, I was going to get some insanely good people like KINETIC. A lot of my games were a lot of Invis Gear Falcon people, going Invins like crazy, and this gun really held up. I was on Solar using my Amkara build. This pairing with the trip mines and the uptime you have with that, without even Traveler's Chosen, combining Traveler's Chosen into it, there's just so much synergy. The gun feels amazing on literally any subclass. You can just put it on, not think about your subclass, and you're good to go. Because if your stats aren't the best, this gun will simply just give you your abilities back faster, which is so nice to have. And well, Traveler's Chosen is setting the bar pretty high compared to everything else. With the Stasis sidearm, the Krausthesia, whatever, if you're on Stasis, I'd say it's one of the best. There's so much synergy there with freezing people, getting lots of combos, just really getting the Stasis like abilities going. If you're not on Stasis, I don't really see a reason to use it. So if you're not on Stasis, I put it like B-ish around there. If you're on Stasis, I put it A to S, depending on how well you can use it. Obviously, there's better options than this sidearm itself, but being able to freeze people after a kill is really strong, but at the same time, not being able to freeze just base without having any setup kind of puts it down a tier. So yeah, I'm going to say with Stasis, it's an A. Without Stasis, it's B. Short and simple with Rat King. If you're on Gear Falcon, it's the best in the game. If you're not on Gear Falcon, it's alright. Middle of the pack type of sidearm. Being able to go invis after every kill is really nice. It's in a really solid archetype. So yeah, I'd say it's a B tier sidearm. Going into some of the legendary options now is Allied Demand. Probably my favorite overall of all the legendaries. This gun is so fun to use. It feels so consistent. The barrel on it, kind of weird, but once you get used to it, you kind of know how the gun works. And my favorite pairing for this one was Rangefinder plus Gutshot. There's something about this combo. Rangefinder obviously is absolutely insane right now. Gutshot straight really makes the gun feel consistent to the point that you don't even need to go for headshots if you don't feel like it. If you get them, awesome. Getting the kill a little bit faster. But with this gun, how consistent it feels, how just good it looks, and the ability for Gutshot doesn't really bring the gun down. I know with Gutshot, some other guns feel really bad with it, but on this item specifically, Gutshot feels really good, so I'm going to be putting it into S, because this sidearm is one of my favorites. If I could, I would use it every day, but I always like trying out new stuff. While making this video, I realized I totally forgot about Empirical Evidence. I'm going to go level up that sidearm real quick, put some games with it, give it a shot. It's a 2-burst, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I made a little quick montage of me leveling up the weapon at Shochi. I don't know why. I thought it was pretty funny. Feel free to skip through the whole thing if you'd like. But yeah, that's what this is coming up right now. Empirical evidence really surprised me, I'm gonna be completely honest. This gun feels really, really, really amazing. I felt really happy using it. This is literally my first Rumble game I played with it. Right here is what I'm showing in the background. Played a couple more afterwards. The gun just feels really, really good. I don't know what it was. I didn't expect much out of it. I really wish I would have crafted this so much longer. I'm really surprised by this gun. I feel like it was Encore is just amazing on it. Base weapon is already really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this weapon felt. I don't know, is it going to take down ally demand? No, but I think that this empirical evidence is an easy A tier sidearm. Definitely might be going into my rotation. I'm really happy with it. I'm really glad I took the time to grind it out right now. Next is the Boudica C sidearm. I feel like there's only one combo you can go for this thing. It's a really weird combo, but it is really fun to use. That is slick draw plus gut shot straight. This sidearm it has negative aim assist with this, I swear, but it was so fun to use. It really showed like how reliant aim assist is like in this game on controller. I mean, I was still hitting shots. The gun still felt pretty alright. It is, after all, 260 RPM, which are just worse than 300 RPM sidearms. I don't really see a reason to use this unless you're using this slick draw gut shot straight roll, because it's just outclassed by 300 RPM sidearms, which is gonna be a really common theme with this archetype, except for the lonesome, but we'll get to that. But overall, if you're using just a regular roll of this, not using this combo, I put this at sidearm at C tier. If you're using this combo, depending on how good you are with it, it can be a B or A, but I'm just gonna put it at B because its archetype is unfortunately a 260. If it was a 300, this thing would be nuts. But yeah, Boudica, really solid, really cool combo, but unfortunately its archetype is just not the best. So Peace Bond, one of the 3 bursts. It's alright. It's really, really solid. It's really consistent feeling. 3 bursts are always been just like really solid. They feel really great. They feel really forgiving, for me at least. Can't go wrong with a good roll on this thing. With rangefinder and swashbuckler is what I was using, and I really liked using it. The burst kind of felt odd sometimes. I don't know exactly how to put it, but I wouldn't use this over my ally demand, so I'm gonna have to put it right below in A tier because it's really consistent. It feels really great to use, but I just think personally other stuff feels better to use, even though the damage that Peace Bond can put out is pretty nuts. So now moving on to high albedo, high libido, whatever this gun is called. It's literally just a worse version of Peace Bond. Its sights are really clean. That's something I did like, but it has a very severe lack of rangefinder. So if you want to get used to using a 3 burst, I mean, this is a solid option, but I think it's the worst 3 burst out of all of them available. It just doesn't have that range I'd like. The other ones just feel a lot more consistent. And yeah, it's just a worse version of Peace Bond. So we're going to put this thing into C tier actually, because I don't recommend to use it unless it's literally the only sidearm you have for whatever reason. Now for Enigma's Draw, even with rangefinder, I just could not get behind this sidearm. It just did not feel like I wanted it to feel. I could be wrong. I could just be bad, you know. Maybe the sidearm's insane. I just did not enjoy using it, because at the end of the day, you're comparing these to the other archetypes. You're not just comparing them with them themselves, because sidearms overall are very similar in what they do, you know. So Enigma's Draw, very average, even with rangefinder. If you have one, great, use it, but I wouldn't recommend farming dares for it. It's really just not worth it. So very average, C tier. With Lonesome, there's only one roll you'd want, and that's a kill clip roll. If you don't have a kill clip roll, don't use this thing. With kill clip, very insane things you can do with it. It can feel very nice, but that's mainly just because of kill clip. Overall, this sidearm, very average too, I think C tier with kill clip. Depending on how you use it in combos, if you're using it with Mechaneers, with surprise attack, combining all that, A tier because you can get like some insane time to kills. But if it's just a kill clip roll, I'd say it's a B tier sidearm. The 360 RPM sidearms, I'm just going to group them all together because I don't really feel like these are that special. The only special thing is the lightweight bonus, but if you're not needing that lightweight bonus, then I'd just stay away from these. They're super spammy. If that's the type of weapon you like, go ahead, put on that full auto mod and go crazy with it. But the farewell, spoiler alert, and the redback is what I was using in the background gameplay. These are all very average. They're all just alright, nothing really too crazy. But the redback did surprise me. That could just be because of the aim assist change. But overall, I wouldn't really ever see myself using any of these over anything else. So right at C tier. So that's everything for this video. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would to make this, but I mean, I got it done. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I definitely probably missed a sidearm or something. Feel free to let me know which one I missed. If you watched this entire video, I mean, feel free to sub. You know, you made it this far in this video. I had a blast making this. If this does well, I know I might do this, something like this similar again. You know, you never know really, but overall, I do think sidearms are going to get nerfed eventually. Like, they're extremely strong right now. I don't think they needed to be buffed. Dring hopefully gets the 12 zoom nerf because that's just extremely busted. I know I might make a video on Dring for tomorrow or soon, but yeah, I spent way longer on this than I wanted to over this evening. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like, and yeah, peace.